What's up, y'all? Hopefully, everything is going to record correctly this time. This is my third time trying to record this. So, I was doing a part two because some things that stuck out to me in part one was it's showing a teacher student relationship, possibly. We kept seeing them being familiar with the person. So, I'm just going to try my best to remember what I pulled on the first two times because, child. Um, all right, so initially we was getting this emperor energy, this older male energy, and I kind of still see that person here. It seems like a person that might know something, whether it's just a hunch or they know for some reason or another. And then this time I'm also getting a younger boy. The color pattern with the hair is still coming, like the third person may have black hair, the person that's kind of maybe know something. Then we have a male with blonde or brown hair. And then I'm getting a female with blonde or brown hair. And she was showing up as the Empress yesterday in reverse. And I wasn't too sure, and I didn't want to keep speaking on it because I just thought that I was off. Um, and then, so, I was anxious to go ahead and look up and see what was going on. So I was ready to end the reading. So I went and did that, and I found out that, in the past, allegedly, it's been a lot of murders and weird situations surrounding that town and that school. I seen that people were talking about in the past there was a student teacher relationship where there was a I do you and then I do me situation, right? And just a whole lot of different scenarios and things like that. But it stuck out here, and I'm wondering if it's related here too as well, because it feels like it could be an older male or it could be an older female. The older female energy was showing up here quite a bit. So when I asked again how many people was involved on my second go around, it showed up as 10 of Pentacles. Now I was like, So it made me draw my eyes to the picture, and we see the older woman, well, we'll say mid-age woman, and the male, we don't see his face, but he could, if he feels young to me, maybe because I'm already influenced by what I was seeing earlier. So it feels like what it reminded me of was Wednesday, the Netflix series that just came out, the reboot of the Addams Family. It made me feel like how the counselor was manipulating the boy. That's what it feels like. It feels like two desperate people. Um, it's like they feel like this is their last resort to get whatever outcome they're trying to get whatever they're trying to get. And it feels like somebody's afraid of being exposed about some information. Now, along the reading, specifically the one I just did that I tried to do because I did one the night after, which was what, last night. And I was like, I just still feel like I'm off. So I was like, I ain't gonna post it. But then like an hour ago, I was like, forget it, I'm gonna post it. And I go to listen to it, child. It was somebody whole else podcast. Like I must have had it running in my background and the recorder picked that up instead of me. So then I just try to do it again and it's down real staticky. So I'm really hoping that this one works out. This one's going to be a lot shorter because I'm just trying to go from memory at this point. Now, this male seems like the victim's age, possibly. It could be a few years up or down between the two. Um, it feels like somebody dated this person or was pursued by this person and rejected this person. Um, and then because it seemed like some type of breakup happened. But it made me kind of feel like it could be the female that's running things and that had a relationship because it seems like he's her puppet, so to speak. So I'm not sure why his motive would be exactly to go through with such a thing on behalf of somebody else. But that's what it keep confirming and clarifying to me that plays a big role in this situation. Um, so I didn't ask a whole lot on the second failure that I just did a few minutes ago. I just wanted to look more into that's why was that was popping up. And it just seems like somebody And it kept showing up with player energy and Ten of Pentacles too, allegedly. So y'all could put two and two together with that. I don't really feel comfortable saying it, but I'm just putting it out there because that's what's coming up here. But this person, also this male, or it could be the female too, seems religious or spiritual as well. And I was starting to question myself. I want to remember to mention whether this other person was internal to the physical perpetrator, because it feels like he was alone, but she was like sending him again, like the Wednesday series. Um, Seems like manipulation. Seems like this person, possibly this female, didn't want this one of the victims to move forward and start dating other people. It's like this person had options and they just wanted to, maybe they had a conversation like, we was getting to know each other, maybe dating, everything was going well, and then somebody started doing too much and they started one of the victims started backing off like, yeah, I just actually want to like have fun and be young and explore my other options, just explore life in general. And the person wasn't having it. Also, this energy of this person feeling like they could be exposed and have something to lose, and it kept showing up with that Eight of Pentacles. Remember, I kept on like talking about that Eight of Pentacles yesterday. So again, I said work, that Eight of Pentacles, either work or school or some craftsmanship, working on something really hard. So again, we felt like this person was, I said, a counselor, possible teacher. That's just all the random shit that was coming up as I was trying to figure out who this person was. And we came to the conclusion that this person was familiar with the school at the very least, um, or just familiar to them. But somebody had something to lose, and it felt like paranoid and like their last resolution, like this is this is what I have to do, basically. Um, what else? Um, mm, it's giving me the energy too, like they hiding in plain sight. And oh yeah, the main thing that I was picking up that was really confusing on the one I did last night was like he was intent and knew what he wanted to do and was glad to do it and was feeling good about doing it. But then it was like this breakdown. It was like the polar opposite. And I was just very confused. Like, I mean, of course, people react in different ways, and it ain't nothing we ain't damn seen, and we damn near not surprised anymore. You know what I mean? But it just kind of threw me off. Like, and also it's making me think like the emperor. I don't know if it's like two men, because I almost feel like everybody know who it is or the police have a good idea, but it makes me feel like it's two main people that they looking at, and one is older than the other. So I don't know if the older one had left town or this person left town or what. And it almost makes me feel like somebody, if they didn't leave, they considering leaving. They feel good and they feel like, very smug in the first reading, like I did it, I'm the shit, I basically, but now they kind of getting a little nervous. So I don't know if this person is being re-questioned again or what. I don't know if this will ever come out, y'all. And that's just my mind thinking. The reading the other day said he gonna get caught, you know what I mean, soon. But my mind is just like, girl, you tweaking. Like, it ain't unheard of, and we wouldn't be that surprised if it was a teacher-student relationship. But just because everybody else is, well, mostly everybody else, I guess, because I've only seen a few, I don't really think nobody is looking in that direction at all, like as a possibility. Everything I say is alleged, and I could completely be off and picking up on something else. I'm not feeling all that confident, but I guess only time will tell. But it definitely seems like it's more than what we're just seeing here. And I also feel like there was a fight that took place, and I don't know if the police know or they just keeping it from the public because of, you know, obvious reasons and maybe some unobvious reasons. But it seemed like a lot more went on than what they're expressing as far as like what the brutality of it, because it feels like there was a physical fight prior to or whatever. I don't know. Um, he seemed a little nerdy to me, but tall. But I could be off. I don't know. Um, I did see somebody say that they felt like he could have been waiting for them, and I think that is possible. That does, because that hermit energy we kept getting yesterday. You know, the hermit is in the dark, and he just got his little lantern. So that does feel like that could be right. Um, what else? But I think that for the most part, even though I mentioned it yesterday, well, whenever I did part one, even though I mentioned it, I think most of us was like, we know that it was a couple involved in that relationship energy, kind of putting that on them. But it definitely seemed like somebody was broken up with and or rejected. Could have been involved with both of them in some capacity, but I think that's all I got, y'all. That's all I can remember. If I feel like I have more, then I'll come back. So, laters.